Hey everyone, Erica of Confident Parenting, coming back with more newborn sleep tips. I've already talked about the startle reflex that often makes it hard to lay your baby down and get nice stretches of sleep, and I've already shared some tips for making the put down a little bit more successful more often. The next most common complaint that I get from the newborn parents that I'm working with is that their baby seems to have no sense of night and day. There's no rhyme or reason to their sleep, and everything is so unpredictable and disorganized. The good news is it's supposed to be. Your baby is very new. The organization of sleep is driven by neurological development, and your baby just isn't that far along yet. So sometimes some of what we're talking about in making newborn sleep better is really just sort of shifting our perspective or our expectations of what a newborn should really be sleeping like. So don't be worried that your baby isn't getting the right quality or quantity of sleep or should be more organized than they are now. That will come with time, and that will come with development. Another reason that newborn sleep is unpredictable and disorganized is baby doesn't have an internal clock yet or a circadian rhythm. This doesn't kick in until around 3 months or older. They also aren't producing melatonin. That's the hormone that in the evening makes us feel sleepy and helps us drift off. As adults, we have a really nice balance of melatonin, the sleep helping hormone, and cortisol, which is our get up and go, wake up, sometimes also called a stress hormone. We have sort of a delicate interplay between the two as adults. A baby has no melatonin and a decent amount of cortisol. Sometimes, if they get overtired or spend a lot of time crying, they have a lot of excess cortisol. So this can lead to what we call the witching hour or hours toward the end of the day or really any time of day when baby seems to be really unhappy for no particular reason. So what can you do about this? Having the information doesn't necessarily solve anything. There are a few things you can do to support your baby's natural development of their circadian rhythms and their output of melatonin. One thing you want to do is get fresh air with your baby every day. They need to learn over time what the sun is doing. Is it up? Is it down? What time does that happen? So get some fresh air. Try to offer the morning feed by a bright, sunny, open window, open curtain, I should say, and let that sunlight pour in. So help them know this is morning. It's different from the period of time we had all night long. Another thing you want to do is wake your baby from naps that are going on so long that they're going to miss a feed or a feed is going to get pushed later. It isn't always necessary to wake a sleeping baby, but let's say your baby takes such chunky naps that some of their feeds get pushed into the overnight. Well, they're going to be awake and they're going to be hungry overnight trying to make up for that. So you want frequent full feeds throughout the day so that they don't have to spend their overnight hours compensating. As you head toward the evening, you want to show your baby that now things are changing. It's been bright and sunny and busy throughout the day, and now we're starting to wind the house down. We're starting to lower the lights down. This can be challenging because evening is a time when we're tending to ramp it up. And if we have toddlers or older ones in the house, they're probably ramping it up too. But certainly as you head toward bedtime, think about ways that you can dim the lights, dim the sound, and then overnight when you tend to your baby, try to keep it brief, boring, and businesslike. It's hard to not ooh and ah, especially in the very early days, make a lot of eye contact, have a ton of communication, but you really want to let baby know that nighttime is for sleeping and for dark and for quiet. Of course, we'll tend to you and feed you and change you, but then we're just going to get right back to sleep. So you can help support your baby's sleep to become more organized when it's developmentally appropriate. And in the meantime, there are lots of things we can do to survive until their sleep becomes more organized. If you'd like access to daily tips like this, I would encourage you to learn more about our new parent support package. It's a collaboration of mine along with my colleague Nicole of Mainline Family Education. She's a former labor and delivery nurse and can help you with all your newborn care questions. I can help you with all your newborn sleep questions and how to set up healthy habits for the future. So be sure to check out the details on that and be sure to follow me for more newborn sleep tips coming up soon.